Good morning. It's Monday morning, and I'm going to continue my walk through the pilgrimage to the Holy Land. The last video, we talked about the wedding feast of Cana. If you missed that video, you might want to go back and take a look at it. And by the way, if you would like the channel, subscribe to the channel and like the video and share the video with your friends. I would appreciate it. I'm not monetizing these things. I don't, I'm not into that part of YouTube. Maybe someday in the future, but I'm just trying to share the results of the pilgrimage with other people. So the next day, we were still on the Sea of Galilee, staying at the hotel we were at, which was just absolutely magnificent. And we went to Capernaum, and we boarded a boat on the Sea of Galilee. It was so cool because the bus pulled up, and there was a pier, and we walked along the pier just like you would do anywhere else. And we could see the boat on the sea coming, and it's a replica of the boats from Jesus's time. And it's slowly making its way, and it came, and it docked, and then we all got on the boat. And the point of the cruise on the boat was yes to be on the Sea of Galilee, yes to experience that reality, but to say Mass on the boat. And Father Eric said Mass, I assisted him, and what an awesome experience that was. And we got a shirt that says I sailed the Sea of Galilee. It was phenomenal. It was absolutely great. But to tell you what it's like, the Sea of Galilee is a lake, basically. And it's a beautiful lake, and it's got hills around it. And we caught it on a beautiful day. It was sunshiny, no waves, no wake. One of the people that was on the pilgrimage said that she's awed by the Sea of Galilee because of the miracle of the calming of the sea, and of course the walking on the water, and all those miracles occurred there. And Capernaum is where a lot of the scripture stories took place. And from there we went to the Church of the Beatitudes, which if you're on the pier where we went from the boat, you could see in the distance a hill, and that's Mount, I think Tabor is the name of it, and that's where the Church of the Beatitudes is. And it's where Jesus did the preaching on the Beatitudes, and there's a beautiful church that they've erected at that spot. And we didn't have a lot of time to sit there and ponder all of the Beatitudes, but we were challenged to pick one and to pray over it. And it was just an incredible way to merge your spiritual being with the Lord, because you're pondering his teachings. Of course, right there, I think it's Taga is where we were. I'm not sure what that is, but that's where Jesus multiplied the 5 loaves and 2 fish. And there are 2 multiplication stories in the Bible, and our tour guide explained the difference between the 2, and and the fact that they're written from different contexts and at different places. From there, we went to, remember, Peter's mother was ill, and they went to her house, and Jesus healed her. And at that site, right near there is a site where there was a synagogue where Jesus actually taught, and there are remnants of some of that archaeology that they unearthed there, which is just phenomenal. And then there's also when you're at the Sea of Galilee, in this whole area, Capernaum, there's this fishing mentality, and it was just phenomenal. Well, we went back to the Sea of Galilee, went to a restaurant that's actually on the side of the pier, and we had lunch. Many people had St. Peter fish, which is the whole fish with the head and everything on it, and they said it was fabulous. I didn't feel like picking around the bone, so I just got filet fish that was already filleted, and it was very, very good. Everything around there is cooked with olive oil and in a healthy way, and we really enjoyed a very good lunch there. And then we went to a place where you might remember Jesus gave Peter a chance to rehabilitate himself by asking him 3 times, "Do you love me?" "Yes, I love you." You know, feed my sheep, you know, and that was the 3 times Peter denied him. He gave him 3 chances to rehabilitate himself, and we went to that site and prayed there, which was just magnificent. And from there we took a little bit of a bus ride. It was pretty long because we were in the Palestinian side going around back toward Bethlehem. And we stayed in Bethlehem 5 nights. And when we got to, incredible how, if you're on the Israel side, everything is just manicured. They take care of everything. They're very prideful of the fact that they have their own country. They're thankful for it. The Jewish people are neat. Every male that hits 18 has to go in the military for 3 years, every female for 2 years. And if you go to college and you're studying for something that could be of value to the military, they'll let you finish the study. Then you do your 3 years utilizing what you studied, but utilizing it into the military. Take, for example, if you want to be a doctor, then you'll be a medical doctor in the military for 3 years afterwards. It's a deferment program. So we took this long ride, and we when you cross checkpoints, the thing to remember is that if you're in Israel and you go through the checkpoints, the people on the Palestinian side, they don't care. You just drive right through. But if you're on the Palestinian side and you're going into Israel, they check you very thoroughly because they don't want suicide bombers or terrorists or anybody to come through that checkpoint. So they're very thorough. They're protecting the Jewish state because, of course, they were the victims of all the bombings and all that sort of stuff in the early 2000s, and they actually built a wall around the whole city to separate themselves from the Palestinian side. And we were alongside that wall many, many times. And when we were at the hotel, the owner of the hotel took a bunch of us up onto the roof and showed what the wall was and all that sort of stuff. More about Bethlehem tomorrow, because that's where we start really getting a full dose of some of the Jesus scriptures and so on. And we saw a lot of the very, very, very holy sites. So I hope this is entertaining to you. I wish there was a way, if I knew how to do it, I would add some pictures. I could show you pictures of us saying Mass on the Sea of Galilee. But I will post a picture on Facebook, and you can go there and like that. So with that, I'm going to sign off now. And once again, I hope you're enjoying these videos. Feel free to share it, like it, and subscribe to my channel. That would be really pretty cool. So take care. God bless everybody.